Stop watching hockey. That's what fans do. As a goaltender trying to get better, if you just watch hockey as a fan, it's not going to help you get better. One thing you got to do is critically study hockey. Look for cause and effect. Watch with a critical eye. Look at the scoring chances. Understand what happened. Was the goalie successful? Was the goalie unsuccessful? And I think one thing you can do to really help your game is to stop being a fan and start really getting into the details of how the game's played. The goaltenders in the NHL are exceptional at connecting the dots, reading the play, and taking their technical and tactical skills and applying it in a game condition. That doesn't happen by accident. It comes by years of experience and critical study. You can get a great jump on all your competition by watching hockey not as a fan, but watching with a critical eye. Looking at things like back pressure, what hand the guy is away from the puck, understanding pressure, game situation, personnel on the ice. I think you can really get great mileage with your game if you stop watching hockey and start becoming a critical student of the game. Connecting the dots, intelligent anticipation, two things you need to be better at. And you can do that by creating notes when you watch your games and go through them. Go through period by period, every scoring chance, every puck handling touch, whether it's a positive outcome or a negative outcome. Look at it, break it down, be a student, make it a university course. If you do that, you're going to make saves in games automatically. You're going to make the correct decision in games without thinking. And quite frankly, when you talk to an elite athlete after the game, you ask them, what happened? How'd you make that save? They don't know. They've been practicing it perfectly. They've been critically studying scoring chances, game situations, understanding time and space, understanding critical reads, and it just happens automatically. I think that should be a great goal for all you goalies out there. Play the game without thought. And the only way to do that is to be a good critical student of the game and stop watching hockey.
My name is Larry Davis. I'm a beer leaguer, 66 years old, play with various levels from people who've hardly played hockey at all up to former drafted AHL players. I started when I was 26. I took 10 years off. We adopted 2 girls, and I decided, I was still working at the time doing a lot of traveling, so I decided it's best to give something up for a bit. So I took 10 years off hockey and went back at it about 10 years ago. It did. It was really difficult. I thought I would go back out on the ice and still have timing, but my timing was way off. I had to relearn right from scratch again. I didn't play any organized hockey as a kid. And after I started working, There was a group of guys that I worked with who, after work, would get together and play hockey. They asked me if I wanted to join them, so I came out, and after the first year, I was struggling to keep up with them as a forward, and then after a while, we had a goalie who couldn't make it, but he left his gear there, and so I volunteered to go in, and I was hooked. I just loved the one-on-one competition against the shooters. Chronologically, Jean Beliveau, Dave Keon. I like Gordie Howe just for his grit. Wayne Gretzky, just for always thinking. And currently I'm a big fan of, Carey Price. I try to emulate him. I watch him on YouTube as much as I can and try to pick up little things. Between 4 and 5 times a week, and never less than an hour and a half of ice time. All depends when you ask me. If it's right after the game, not so well. But good. I recover. I get my wind back quickly. I have played back-to-back games, so been on the ice 3 hours.
Wow.
I did that yesterday, as a matter of fact. I never used to stretch very much. I would just do the standard bend over, try to keep the knees straight and touch the toes, and that would be about it. But now I go through a routine that takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to get through before I even start directly. I tend to stretch everything back out again. I go through a kind of a half routine of what I do prior to the game, just to try to get the muscles to, just relax a bit. Start earlier. I would have started much earlier. I would have pushed it more. And I would have gravitated to goaltending if I knew then what I know now. I would have gone right to goaltending. And who knows where I could have ended up. Reacting too quickly is my weakest part. I tend to fall into a trap and commit, and then have the puck carrier go around me and have a half-open net. Fortunately, my reflexes can recover some of the time, but I can't always guarantee it, and I like to stop as many as I possibly can.
It's a great attitude, and that's a great consistent issue that we all have, is fake resistance and being able to sift through the BS. So, alternatively to that, what would you say is the strongest part of your game?
I would say being able to not flop around. I try to always be ready for anything. I always anticipate that I will not stop a rebound. So I'm trying to be in position, even if the puck is in my glove or in my body, I'm still moving around to get ready for the incoming shot. Outside sources, I would say early on when I was younger, I was a big fan of Ken Dryden. I liked his style, especially at the time. It was fantastic. Carey Price, currently. But the biggest percentage of what I have as a driver, I guess, is in here. And it's my mental approach to playing. I am always trying to get better. I watch people who are better, or even if they're not, I watch them and see what they're doing and think, okay, I want to do that, or I don't want to do that. I fight not to fall back on my backside during a game, and I seldom do. If I go down, it's usually in butterfly position, or if I had to lunge for a puck or poke check. Yes, I'll still have the pads on. If my body allows it, I will do it.
Well, thanks for taking time on your busy day to chat with me today, and we'll talk soon again. Talk to you later.
Thank you, Steve.